Alright guys, C-Serpents Exotic Snakes. We're back on Saturday the 17th of January 2026. We're doing a weigh-in on my Kenyan Samboas. So this is a little sarlacc here, my normal reduced pattern male who fathered the 12 babies last year with my female Cookie. So he's a proven breeder. So he's coming at 74 grams. He's got a nice white underside. Okay, we're doing this guy first because he's pretty flighty, so went ahead and pulled him out and get his weight documented now. So get this little male here weighed in. Go ahead and pull out the big girl here. Okay. Get a weight on this one. This is a Mara, big Dodoma. Try to get some of this bedding off my fingers. All right. So I got this girl at the end of November. So she's estimated to be a 6-year-old snake. So she's put on weight since I got her. All right, so about 440 grams now. She was 403 when I first got her. And look how huge she is. And of course, she's messing everything up, so. Yeah, these videos don't really go too well when the snakes don't want to cooperate, obviously, so. So 439, 440. But yeah, she has gained weight since I've gotten her, so, which is awesome. So she's Dodoma. She's got het paradox, or 50% paradoxing, and she's got some aneurysm in her too. If you look real close, the light is sort of in the way, but you see in between her two brown stripes on top of her head, there's a little bit of white showing. And then back here, there's a little bit of white in one of her orange patches. It's not really showing up, but I can see it anyways. So yeah, so she's got a little bit of that aneurysm showing as well, which shows she could produce aneries, possibly when bred. And of course, I'll be breeding her to sarlacc at the end of February next month, beginning of March. And I'll be breeding this girl with him. And we'll shoot for more babies, so. All right, let's get this girl. And then she's way thicker. Pardon me, she's way thicker than Cookie and Oreo ever were. All right, girl, get you back. So she's been doing extremely excellent, this one. And these Samboas, I mean, these tubs being in a tub, you know, you see these Samboas use these as a hide to burrow and whatnot anyway, so. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's go back up here. Yep, okay, so we'll get Scarlet out, my normal black and yellow Kenyan Samboa girl here. Okay. And I'm starting to wonder if this is actually a male now. Only because when I got this girl, and I assumed it was a girl, I remember March coming up, I've had this one 2 years. And at Herp Hobby Shop, they had about 30 tubs of baby Kenyans back then. And I literally went through every tub just looking to see what was what, and you know, and they were all orange and brown, orange and black snakes, except for 3 of them. And this was one of the 3. So we're coming in at 119 grams on this girl or boy. But anyway, so this was one of the only 3 that were yellow and brown or black, whatever coloration. This is more of a black or a really dark brown with the yellow. But when Oreo, my anery, when I got her, she was like way smaller than this girl when I got this one. So like I say, I estimate this one to be about 6 months old when I got it. So let's just say this is a 2.5-year-old snake, basically. You know, Oreo in 2 years was like half the size larger, like double the size of this girl now. So I don't know if genetics obviously plays a role. I feed my snakes well, so, but of course it depends on what they're eating and how much and how often. That type of thing will determine growth as well, you know. But anyway, so, but no, I'm generous with the snakes, you know. I mean, I make sure they're fed and fed well and the whole bit. I don't power feed by any means, but I just make sure that, you know, when it's time to eat and everything, they get a good meal. I adjust the size as they grow, you know, so there's nobody's lacking in any of that. Don't excuse the bags here. Just we're 2 weeks into the new year, and the wife is a major procrastinator, so she still has to get through all those bags from Christmas and whatnot, put stuff away, you know. But yeah, when you live with a procrastinator, that's what you can expect. They're not completely motivated to really get on the ball and get things done in a timely fashion like I'm used to. But anyways, right, yeah, here's a little lemon drop here, a lemon ghost Woma. He actually, last week when I did feed, he actually ate 2 pinkies. The week before I shot that video, he didn't eat them. I believe that was a Saturday. Yeah, so that Wednesday I got more feeders, and then he ended up eating 2 pinkies at that point in time. So yeah, so he's doing just fine. All right, we'll get this little dude out here. This is my albino paradox, Kenyan Sambo male Shelby, that I got Amora from the same girl. I got this one here, and we're gonna go ahead and clean tubs later anyways. Here he is. All right, so we'll get a weight on this little dude here. All right, buddy, you're all right. Yeah, we'll get a weight on this one here. Okay, I'm just showing Aspen or Sandy Chips and not the snake. All right, here we go. All right, so let's get him over. So yeah, he's a beautiful albino. Paradox. Okay, cool. 80 grams. All right. Yeah, he was already pretty healthy. You know, healthy weight and everything when I got him, nice and thick like he is. He's got one little black spot there of paradoxing, and that's it on his whole body. His eyes are kind of, see how it's dark around the edges of his pupils a little bit? Like that, to me, is a sign of paradoxing as well. Okay. Trying to get out of the light. There we go. So I think that's a little bit of paradoxing where he's so dark around his pupils. But anyway, so, but no, that's cool. So 80 grams on this one. So I don't know the age of this guy. I'm going to assume he's probably at least 2 or 3 years old. I never did get that information from the girl Jessica that I got him from. But he looks to be, you know, like I say, 2, 3-year-old male, roughly. age-wise. So, but yeah, just beautiful. He's been doing good. He's eating. When I drop something in, he goes for it. Okay, little buddy. All right. And he's got a nice white belly. If he wants to cooperate, there he goes. All right. You see that long tail, male tail. Okay, little buddy, go back to what you're doing. Okay, and then this girl here, we'll go back real quick. Because like I was saying, I want to say that this is a female, but it's got me wondering here because she's not as big as Oreo was. All right. But if you look at the tail, I've always, you know, considered this to be a female tail, but I don't know. It's looking a little longer than... So, I mean, this might be a male. So, for all I know, this could be a male. It still looks like a female tail to me, but, you know, for a 2.5-year-old snake, if she's a female, she should be way bigger than this. But, again, you know. Yeah, these guys. All right. All right, we'll wrap this one up here. So, on this girl here. So anyway, that's just a rundown of my 4 Kenyan Samboa snakes here. Weight-wise and all that, so we kind of know what's what. And then the little male here, Shelby, I could always put him with the big female too, as well. Down below here if I wanted to. So, but I'm planning on Sarlacc going with her, so that's the plan. So, anyway, all right, so we'll just wrap this one up for now here then on a Kenyan Samboa weigh-in video here. All right, guys, take care.